I've had the most amazing experience at CU. The people I've met, the opportunities I've had on the field and off the field have been incredible. The soccer is the best in the nation, playing in the Pac-12 against USC, UCLA, Stanford, Washington State. I mean, every single team in the Pac-12 is good and competitive. And so as a goalkeeper, I'm getting better every single day. Just the leadership opportunities I've had, just from every aspect at CU, it's just been incredible.
Obviously here academics come first, so I think that having later practices would benefit us just because you get to stay focused through all your classes during the day. I usually get up around like 7 because I have to go get treatment early, and then by the time you get into your classes, mine usually start around 12, you are exhausted, and I find, at least for me, it's a little bit harder to stay focused when you're tired.
Training in the morning, I think it does kind of dwell on you. You're tired once you get to class, especially when we do have Thursday games. We are taken out of our classes because of the game time. It has to be so early. So missing those Thursday classes is definitely hard for a lot of us.
We talk about recruiting, and I think that's very important, but I think we sometimes lose fact of the student athletes that are already here. The student athletes that have to take a whole day off of school for a home game. So now they're missing every Thursday, even when they're at home. And they're all good students, they can make up for it, but it puts added stress on them as well.
It's unfortunate when you have to miss class, and the Thursday games are really tough because you can't get as many fans as you would like, and it's slow, and it's just not, it's not that energy. I mean, they do call it Friday night lights for a reason. It's fun, that energy, that excitement. I mean, you don't get tired under lights.
CU's facility is awesome. I mean, you can't complain, but having those lights at UCLA was just something different, and I think we fed off the environment. We fed off like everything and the energy that their crowd brought, and it was just a different game, and it was a cool experience. And I think having that at our home with our fans would be just something way cool.
Zuniga's delivery, Korniak the target, she got ahead to it, and she found the back of the net. Colorado's first shot puts the Buffs in front in Tallahassee.
The tempo of the game is definitely a lot different. It's not as fast, you're not as excited to be on the field, and I think that really stood out about Florida State and UCLA because we just wanted to be there, fed off the crowd, fed off all the loud noise. You want to score, you want to make people proud out there, so I think that's like I think that would add a special element.
Gets that through to Rue Yarnell-Williams. Williams shot, freshman goal. Rue Yarnell-Williams in her second collegiate game hits the back of the net, 2-0 Buffs.
We have tons of talent in this state. Some of the top talent in the country has a hard time seeing us play at home these midweek games because at 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon, it's hard to get there.
I know my friends and the people who like and love CU soccer would they wish that it was a nighttime game, or they're always like, oh, are you playing at night? And I'm like, no, and they're like, oh, we can't come.
We have amazing facilities, whether it's Champions Center, IPF, Prentup Field, our locker room's incredible, but we are missing that factor of having the extra fans. It really is unfortunate that not many people at CU can come to the games on Thursdays. I mean, I'm always telling people in my classes or the other athletes, and I'm like, hey, come out to the game. We're playing at 3 p.m. on Thursday. And they're like, oh, I can't, I have training, or I can't, I have class. So it would be amazing if we could get our own supporters from CU to come to the games.
Being able to see these like amazing athletes and what they're doing, I mean, 2 people have already beat CU records this year, JJ and Taylor, and I think that's very important for kids to see. And like me coming in here, like I was like, I want to break the next record and stuff like that.
Korniak chips it, left foot from the top of the box, it's in! There's the record! Taylor Korniak, the all-time leading scorer in Colorado Buffs history. 95 career points for Taylor Korniak.
I mean, I think as women athletes, you're always looking at that person to look up to inspire you to be the next person in line. When we went to France, I had that opportunity to see the best of the best play, and it inspired me and really solidified the fact that I want to play professional soccer. And so I think if we had lights and the opportunity for people to come to these games and get a really great crowd and a great showing and show that people support women's sports, these kids would look and say, I want to play college soccer. I want to play college soccer at the University of Colorado. I'm hoping that when I graduate, it'll keep going and keep improving, and I think adding lights to the facility will really do that for the program.
You know, fortunately for us, we've put ourselves in a position where perennially we're in the NCAA tournament. The format always changes, but the format right now is you host a single game, which we've been able to do the last for the last 5 years here at CU. But once you advance the second round, you have to have the opportunity to have 4 teams come in. So it really hamstrings us to kind of get to that next level, because if you look at the teams in the Final Four, you look at teams compete for championships, they're all seeded teams that play the first 3 games at home. We're at a competitive disadvantage, whereas we have an opportunity where we have lights and we have a good enough season and we build the support and we build the momentum and we build the atmosphere, and we get to the point when we play in a conference where we can put ourselves in that position to be able to host and be a seeded team and to be able to host teams from back east the second week of November under the lights. It would just be special, and they give us an opportunity to take our program next level. We're very successful. We have a ton of support. We have great administration. This is just the one piece, I think, from a competitive side where it could just make leaps and bounds in regards to our success.
CU has a great opportunity to inspire that next generation, and I think women's soccer already has a great say. I mean, people stop us all the time and like, oh, you're on the soccer team, so they know us, but they can't come to the games. So we have a great opportunity here to inspire young women and young girls to come to the games and see that whether it's soccer or not, athletics for females are important and is important.